Okay, we are live. Welcome to the stream. I'm just going to get up the overlay, which is here. Alrighty, we are live and welcome to another stream. It is the Nets taking on the Warriors, and previously we circled this one on the calendar and said, well, it could be a match that really shows off what we can really do as a potential contender, but the Warriors are extremely depleted, so this win, if we win, hypothetically, is going to be one of the most misleading victories against the Warriors you can possibly get. If we have a look at the Nets, well, we would have been going into this game with a very empty injury report, provided Kyrie Irving did not get injured or pull out of this game about an hour ago. So he's out. He's the only absence for this team today with calf tightness, I do believe. So very frustrating because I was looking forward to seeing the entire roster available. Not that they were all going to be used, but yeah. So is what it is. Just let me know if you can hear me fine as well. You should be able to hear me, but I don't know, some weird ass alerts coming up, so I have no idea what that is. But yeah, so this game against the Warriors, well, we're going to be much stronger than they are. They are starting a lineup of Poole, Moody, Kuminga, Draymond Green, and Looney. So if there's one guy that you have to stop, it's Jordan Poole, straight up. Yeah, that's the guy, because he has the ability to catch fire, and he has played very well when he's gone into the starting lineup and has been called upon for his services. But outside of him, I don't think there's anyone that can drop more than 20. That said, I could be thoroughly surprised with what this Nets team is, able to dish up at times. So this is going to be an interesting game. As I said, Kyrie's out with calf tightness. He is the only absence for Brooklyn on the entire injury report, which is awesome. So we should be okay. But with regards to what this win, if we win today, would do, I'm speaking as if we've already got it. It'd be win number 7 in a row. It'd be win number 20 overall. And, it really puts us in a very good position going into that game in a couple days' time, a day before Christmas, or 2 days before Christmas, wherever you are. Regardless, it is, a game that we probably need to pick up the victory for. I mean, you can't leave games like this undealt with. And so I think, with our starting lineup, we've got Joe as the replacement for Kyrie, and I think that was a no-brainer. So we are much, much taller. We can pretty much switch everything. Not that we couldn't do that already. But, it's going to be interesting to see how the offense runs without Kyrie, because you're leaving quite a few points out there with Kyrie not playing. So it's going to be another one of those next man up mentality kind of games, and you need to step up when you've got the chance. So that'll mean more minutes for Sumner and potentially minutes for Patty Mills. That is just a bold estimate. I have no idea what's actually going to happen rotation-wise. A little bit of an interesting comment today made by Steve Kerr, and some people are really thinking too much into this. He said something about the Nets team flying because of health and not attributing it to Jacques Vaughn being a significantly better coach than Steve Nash. And I have no idea why Nets fans are getting really, or not really offended, but somewhat offended by the fact that Steve Kerr isn't giving Jacques Vaughn any credit. Simply put, I don't even give a crap about what Steve Kerr says, what anyone says externally. I just care about what we say and how we deliver on the court. It's really that simple. Golden State sucks on the road. There must be some locker room issues. I don't think it's locker room problems, but it is clear that they have fallen off significantly from what won them the chip this or the season just gone by. And injuries plays a part as well. Klay Thompson has never really gotten back to his prior, injury type form. And yeah, that record on the road is disgusting. I think they're the first team to lose 15 games on the road this season, and their record is not so pretty. I think it's like 3-15 or something. So that combined with who they've got available this evening is not favourable by any means. Let's have a look at the full injury report as well. For the Warriors, they are missing quite a few. They are missing... Let me have a look. DiVincenzo, JaMychal Green, Klay Thompson, Wiggins, and Curry. So basically their three best players are out. DiVincenzo, who had been playing starter minutes, is out. JaMychal Green, who's been playing backup big minutes, is out. So you would see James Wiseman get a few minutes here and there. But, it's an interesting one today. I think for the Warriors, you probably don't go into this game thinking you're going to win. You're not really, adopting too high hopes because, the chances aren't that good. So, look, it's going to be an interesting one nonetheless. I don't know how many times I've said interesting this stream already, and we haven't even started the game yet. But, win number 20, 20-12 looks pretty nice, the record, if we can get the W. And, who knows how far this team can go come the postseason, but for the moment, as I said, we haven't even gone into the new year yet, and it's merely about thinking in the present. At least that's the mindset I adopt, and a lot of sportsmen adopt as well. You got to think in the present. You can't get too carried away, and you can't get too invested into other results and like other results going your way, number one, and then other results down the road, like things you have to deal with in 2 weeks. You don't want to be talking about that right now. We can give up 120 in a heartbeat if we don't put in the effort. Well, that's any given night. Like, that is, that's something we're always guilty of if we, start the game with lethargy and complacency. I talk about it every single time we ever stream. So, the stage is set. We should just be delivering. What's up with Kyrie? If you've just joined us, Kyrie is out with calf tightness as the only injury for the Nets. Aside from that, we are fully healthy, which is wonderful. So, we will get ready to commence this one. It is not far away. I'm going to get the main overlay up. And we will get into this game very, very shortly. Alrighty, the Warriors have 6 out. It's a smart move. If Kyrie's partially sore and there's a risk of tweaking something, then you don't want to risk it at all. So, it's a smart move. And especially in a game where the Warriors have sort of thrown this one away as well. It's definitely not wise to overwork players or risk players. Alright, play commences and the Warriors win the tip. Is that the only thing they're going to be winning in the entire game? It's a good start though. Alrighty. So Moody to Green, and now Looney going to drive No, that's not Looney, that's Kaminga. And immediately a turnover for Golden State, and Ben will bring it up. Royce is wide open for three, and an excellent start for Royce O'Neal. And it's 3 points early for Royce. Shot the ball well last game, 3 of 4 from deep. Now Jordan Poole, defended by Ben on the outside. It looks like that's going to be his assignment, with the support of team defense, and we're going to get a foul. Draymond was trying to roll to the rim, and Ben Simmons grabbed him on the way there, so it's going to be a side out. So, early going first quarter, Royce opens the game with a three-pointer. They're struggling to get it inbounded. They get it to Looney, and now it will be Draymond Green. Kaminga. Draymond Green flips it up for two. I have no idea how the wide open layup was scored there. I didn't really identify the off-court action, but nonetheless a two-pointer for the Warriors to open their scoring. And now KD, guarded by Draymond, clacks, takes one dribble and scores the hook shot. So good offense to begin. The defense has been fairly decent. There we go. Turnover two. Claxton this time picks it up and nearly turned it over. Joe, quick three. Got it. 8-2 the score. And it was a bit ropes taking it up the court. I mean, a couple times we've really risked it. And once again, Draymond, an easy drive down the middle, unattended. And we're going to get a timeout already. And I'll tell you what, Jacques Vaughn calling these timeouts has been a revelation, man. We're up 8-4, and usually as an NBA coach, you probably want to ride the wave. But the two defensive possessions where we have conceded, and they might as well not have been called defensive possessions because where was the defense? We've thoroughly... Yeah, well, we've just looked garbage. That's when Jacques knows we need to take a timeout. Because, I mean, I remember saying this before Nash got fired. I said, we need accountability. People are, allowed to do things, like make mistakes, and no one gets pulled up for it. There's no repercussions. And with Jacques Vaughn, he lets you know. He warrants minutes based off accountability. Or, that's how he determines his rotation. And timeouts like this are all about the accountability aspect as well. And in saying, well, that defensive possession was awful. We need to fix that right now. If Joe gets hot in this lineup, he needs to start. Well, I just thought he had to when Royce came back as well. That was just the general consensus, I think, from a lot of Nets supporters. But I'll tell you what, I'm such a fan of Jacques Vaughn doing timeouts like these though. 8-4, we're up, and the offense has been it's looked pretty fluent to open 2 3-pointers already, but it's those defensive possessions, and on that occasion, that last one, Draymond basically unattended gets to the basket, the extra feed, and we only have one. It's a 1v2. So, is what it is. How am I doing? Well, pretty good. Pretty good. If we win today, I'll be feeling much more of a good vibe. So hopefully that's the case. And if we lose, well, then I think all the good vibes are going to be out the window, and I will basically won't do anything for the rest of the day. The Nets games really dictate my energy. If we win a game and I get G'd up, I get so pumped for the rest of the day. And inversely, I can't be asked if we lose. So Play resumes and we had it on offense. Royce is going to get a quick 3 and he knocks down number 2. And we needed Royce O'Neal to find his groove because he had a really tough run of games. Jordan pulled down the middle again. Tries to score the scoop. He is off, but it was very, very similar to the other possessions they've been scoring. Poole hesitated early and then shot it and missed from the corner. Ben now in transition. Out to Joe. He's got a wide open 3. Yes! We've already hit 4 3-pointers in 2.5 minutes. And the lead is 10. Poole with the backdoor cut. The communication was poor again. Joe. Royce is going to shoot again. He's feeling it. He's got 3 3-pointers. We have not missed one of our 5 threes. What is going on early in this one? Moody going to drive on Joe. Shoots and gets the roll. Wow, what a start to this game for the Nets. So Royce, Clax wasn't even looking at the ball. And a bit of miscommunication. I mean, Royce had to let him know that the ball was going to him. Clax was trying to set a screen off the ball. And so it's going to be Jordan Poole down the middle. Picks up his dribble. And now Kuminga going to drive on Royce. He kicks it out to Draymond Green and now Poole. Good move. And he literally airballed it. Jordan Poole argues the point. He is like, where is A, my whistle, or B, our out of bounds call? And he did get hit on the arm, but that was the worst miss I've ever seen in my life. Ben fakes the handoff, and now Royce on the wing. Is he going to shoot a 3 again? KD hasn't even taken a shot yet. KD is fouled on the drive, and it will be 2 shots coming up for Kevin Durant. And Draymond Green, who has picked up a couple ejections in recent weeks, to everyone's excitement, aside from Golden State fans. Yeah, I mean, they've been pretty funny the way he's gone out. But KD, who has not scored a field goal or, taken free throws, that is his first point of the game. Royce already is 12, and Joe hit a 3-pointer as well. Clax with 2. So, pretty good start, by the way. So, amazingly, in 4 minutes of action, we've already scored 19 points. I mean, this is crazy. And I did say the next man up mentality needed to be adopted. Once again, Jordan Poole just blows by Clax. And now Ben on offense, going to give it to Royce on the wing. And now Ben to KD. Shoots the deep 2 and knocks it down again. We still have not missed. So Poole to Green on the wing. And now in the high post is Moody. Looking for a pass. He kicks it out to Poole. A bit of a voice crack involved there. Poole with the step back 3. And he misses it as it rattles around the rim. And now Simmons to Joe. It was nearly a turnover. Extra no look is good. And we still haven't missed. Green tried the backdoor cut. Try to find it. Joe, transition 3. Oh, it's going to be a foul on the floor. And to run you through that, it all happened so fast. We were able to intercept the pass, trying to find the backdoor cut for the Warriors. KD breaks it out in transition. Gets it to Joe. Joe misses the 3, but a foul on the floor as Clax was trying to get the rebound. Ben is wide open under the basket, and there's going to be a foul drawn and a foul committed by Looney. So we're going to get a couple more shots. And amazingly, in 5 minutes, this team has missed 1 shot. This is without Kyrie. Absolutely baffling. Ben, that one rattles around the rim and is off. So, you can't have everything your own way. But what a start by this team. And Ben Simmons already has 5 dimes. 5 assists in 5 minutes. And he missed both. So what a surprise there. But we have only missed 1 shot of our 9. It is a 3-pointer that Joe missed on the last possession. So what a commencement to this game. Kuminga on the outside is going to drive on Ben. Forces a pass. And now Lamb in the corner who's in the game. That's off. Gang rebounding here. Excellent job by the Nets to get it to KD on the tip. And now KD pulls up for 2. And it rattles around the rim. And 2 more for Kevin Durant. So we've scored 25 in 5.5 minutes. And we're finally going to see a timeout by the Warriors. You feel like that one was well overdue, but we're going to have a look at the box score, and this is going to be some really pretty viewing, I can tell you that. If I can just get across to the box score and get rid of all the pre-game stuff and get the bad boy open. Here we go. You can see that Jordan Poole has taken 6 shots, and I mean, this was not going to be a surprise that he was going to be the main focal point of their offense, but you can see they're shooting 5 of 10, and that's not even that bad. But the problem is a few things. Well, the first is look at the scoring. We've missed 1 shot from the field. Everyone's got points except Ben, and Ben's got 5 dimes. So I mean, basically everyone's done a significant amount in the opening minutes of this game. And you can see the shooting. We've missed 1 of our first 10. We've hit 5 3-pointers. And we've already got 8 assists. So you can tell how this has gone very early on. We've also been to the free throw line 4 times. And, well, if Ben wasn't there, then we probably would have been perfect. 1 turnover to the Warriors, who have already had 3 as well. And when you're giving away offense going at 90% from the field in the first half of the first quarter, well, then you're cooked. And turnovers aren't going to help your cause in closing that gap any further. But Moody's already got 2 fouls as well, so they're running a pretty short rotation, and they're going to be facing an uphill climb the entirety of the way. But I mean, the scoring is just so saucy at the moment. Everyone's taken 2 to 3 shots aside from Ben, as I said, who has already got plenty of assists on the board. And, you know, that is basically epitomizing how the game has gone so far, which is awesome. So, all I stress is we keep this up. I mean, scoring at 90% and Ben having 5 assists in half a quarter is not going to be sustainable. But, in, you know, knocking down shots, more shots than not, and creating turnovers and whatnot, you know, that's going to be the key. And for the Warriors to have any chance of winning this game, they could not afford to start like this, with their supposedly best team out. I mean, yeah, granted, their reserves don't even compare to our starting 5, but right now they've been fairly torched whenever they've had to play defense. So, and this is without Kyrie as well, may I add. Ben read the pass, turnover, Claxton off the glass, and he scores for 2 more. And it just keeps on getting better for the Nets. 17-point lead, and we're only halfway into the first. It looks like we're going to get a foul on Ben. That is number 2. After his arms got caught on Jordan Poole. As he was trying to get the, or receive the handoff. So, Sumner's going to come into the game, and as suspected, this was going to happen, given the absence of Kyrie Irving in this game. We're going to get an offensive foul on Kuminga, who threw Royce out of the way, and Steve Kerr is not happy about it. And granted, there's plenty of things you can be unhappy about if you're a Warriors fan, and that's probably not one of them. We just got to focus on really putting the hammer down. They've already had 5 turnovers, the Warriors, and that's where part of the difference has been made. On top of the good shooting. KD off the window is also good. And we still have only missed 1 shot in the entire game. 1 shot in the entire game. Draymond Green is going to be dead to shoot the 3, and he misses it. It hits back rim. And now KD is going to bring the ball up. We've gone on a 10-0 run in the last 2.5 minutes. KD is blitzed. Royce is tripped up. And there's a travel involved. And it will go on Royce O'Neal. So, turnover, but what a start to the game. Dream start. I cannot keep stressing it. Because it is blatantly staring at me right now. So Ty Jerome is in the game. And that is one of 2 subs or 2 bench players that have come into the game tonight. Or who are in the game right now. So it's going to be another side out. Seth Curry is in the game. And Jacques Vaughn talked about bringing in players depending on circumstance. Jordan Poole just lost it again. And Sumner's got the assignment. So it's going to be pretty difficult for shots to be put up if you're Jordan Poole. KD all the way. Where is the foul there? Royce is going to get it. Now KD. Sumner top of the key. Seth in the corner. Nope. Shot isn't there. Sumner's going to... Well, he pulls up for 2, and that's an interesting shot selection. That one's off. Lamb, and now Poole, guarded by Royce. Cut down the middle. Lamb, kick out. Kuminga now going to drive on KD, and the layup is off. And now Seth Curry going to bring it up with pace. And now O'Neal going to drive on Jerome. The Euro flips it up and scores for 2 more. And the lead is now up to 21. Lamb, and that's way too easy. The pick and roll. It's very, very clear that the Warriors are just trying to attack the central pathway in the paint. Seth Curry didn't shoot the 3. One-legged 2 off the window was pretty. And 2 more. So now we've got Lamb to Poole on the perimeter. Now Green, that is deflected out of play by the Nets as they nearly read that pass to perfection. Poole is going to get fetched, and so is Draymond Green. Wiseman in the game for the first time. And so is Kuminga's back in. We've got Warren and Utah checking in. Clax heads to the bench, and so does Royce after some really good minutes by both of them. More so Royce. Jerome to the corner. That was a wild pass right to the right of Kuminga, and it went through the hands. So another turnover by Golden State, and that is, I think, number 18 or 19. Oh, sorry, 18 or 19. What the hell am I talking about? 7 or 8, I think. They've been very reckless with the ball. Utah in the corner. He knocks it down. And that was an excellent screen by TJ to free him up. Utah utilized it as well. And that's just really knowing your personnel there. So, Kuminga, good hesitation. He missed the layup, even though it was right there for him to score. And another turnover for the Warriors as they fumbled it out of play. It is a 24-point lead. And this gives me very similar vibes to the game we played against the Raptors, where we blew them out in the first half. They came storming home. Seth, Utah was open in the corner. Kicks it out to Seth. Now Sumner for 3. He knocks it down! What is going on? 39-12. And they nearly turn it over again. Three by somebody. I don't know who that was, but they missed it. And now we're going again. Seth Curry. One-on-one with Lamb. And now Durant to Curry. Drives on Lamb. Got past to the corner for Warren. Mid-range. That rattled around. And I think the Warriors thought that was going in because they weren't eager for that rebound. Now Wiseman in the post. Oh, that's an excellent move on KD, and he scores the flip. And that's their first bucket in a long, long time. So now Sumner to KD, who is doubled, and now Sumner will drive down the middle. He is fouled, and one! What is going on in this game, fam? We are demolishing them right now. This is absolutely mental. Sumner scores again from the line, and this is probably the best quarter from the Brooklyn Nets I've ever seen. Most points in the first quarter this year, but I can't recall a game where we have been, or quarter where we have been this dominant. Lamb for three, that is good, and finally they get a shot to go from the perimeter. Those shots have been very few and far between. Sumner just shoots it again early in the shot clock. That's a bit of an interesting shot selection. Ty Jerome on the outside. Gets past Utah and missed the layup. KD to Warren. We push the pace. Sumner goes baseline. The reverse is good. And my goodness, this quarter has been nuts. And this is without Kyrie. I mean, the Warriors are missing everyone. But we've scored 44 in the quarter. Lamb misses another 3 after we went under the screen. And now Kevin Durant, is he going to pull up for 3? Nope, he's going to back down Moody. Shoot for 2. And there is a foul on your boy. Pommy, mate, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Happy you enjoyed the doco yesterday. We got free throws for Kevin Durant. The lead is astronomical right now. Astronomical. The lead is 28. Moody is 3 fouls, and he was a starter, so they're going to be really delving into the bench rotation here. I mean, the game is already as good as done. I'm probably an idiot for saying that. They're going to come storming back now, but for the moment, I mean, I cannot recall a quarter. I mean, obviously, since, the last game against Detroit, where we scored 44 in a quarter, I can't recall a game that's been this dominant. We've got a foul on Sumner. Fouled Poole on the pass. This is absolutely insane. At this point, Steve Kerr should suit up. Honestly, he would be a better perimeter threat than half the players on the floor. Poole for 3, that is a really bad miss from many feet behind the three-point arc. So Sumner to Utah and back to Sumner. KD has played the full first quarter, and granted, I don't think they'll need to play him again tonight. Durant, they're playing a bit of a zone here. KD, oh, that was an excellent find. How is that not goaltending? Kuminga to the corner for Poole. Kuminga will get an open look for 3. He's dared to shoot it. He missed it. And the rebound by Warren. That'll do it. And that is going to do it. What a damn quarter. 46-17 in the first quarter. I'm sorry, but that is the biggest demolition in a quarter I've ever seen from a Brooklyn Nets outfit. That is unbelievable. We'll look at the box score. Kevin Durant, 10. Royce, 11 without a miss. Joe and Clax with 6 each. Sumner with 8. Utah with a 3 off the bench. I mean, this is the dream. I mean, I didn't think a Nets team was capable of doing this. We are shooting 74% from the field. We've scored 7 threes on a 78% clip in the first quarter. We have had 15 dimes on 17 made field goals. 15 dimes in one quarter. We've only had the 2 turnovers. KD is a plus 29 because obviously he's been on the floor the entirety of the way. The Warriors are shooting abysmally from 3 and they've had 7 turnovers. I mean, everything that happened in that first quarter could not have gone any better. Granted, I think this is the peak. I don't think you can get any higher than this. This is unbelievable. What a damn first quarter. This is without Kyrie as well, may I add. If Kyrie was playing this game, we could have had 60. Well, granted, I don't think we would have gotten 60 because, you need to basically go perfect. You need to go perfect from the field, but that is nuts. 46-17. That early timeout by Jacques Vaughn to me was important. He saw the defense being lazy and immediately took a timeout. That is part of the key. Jacques Vaughn holds players accountable. Steve Nash let things run its course. And that couldn't have been any more harmful. You would let teams go on a 14-0 run and he would call a timeout just for the sake of calling a timeout. If there weren't timeouts or timeouts were purely optional, Steve Nash would only call a timeout once a quarter. And you'd have quarters like this, guaranteed. Even with all our star power, there was just no plan with Steve Nash. Absolutely zero plan. But the second quarter's going to commence now. And it's going to be Royce, Ben, Utah, TJ Warren, and Seth Curry. So, unless this lead dwindles significantly, I don't think we're going to see KD the entirety of the second quarter. Warren tries to maneuver his way through and somehow got it to go. And the lead is 31 points. Are you taking the piss? Wiseman under the basket is on Royce, and you already know that matchup is going to be exploited. We're playing fairly small ball, so it's going to be interesting to see how we, approach that matchup. Seth Curry had a wide open 3, and he missed that one. So miss number 3 from 3. And Ty Jerome was able to draw a foul on Utah. And luckily for Utah, he swatted that shit out of there, so there was no chance of an N1. But if you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like, and if you're new and you want to be notified of Nets streams down the line, make sure to subscribe as well. Thank you for 800 subs as well. We're going from a tiny community to a less tiny community. And the more community we have, I've said community a lot in the last 10 seconds, the more conversation will thrive. So everyone counts. Everyone counts. TJ Warren for 3. Oh my life. He knocks down a 3, and I don't think he's been shooting it particularly well from the outside, but there it is. And Wiseman's going to be pinged for a travel, so we're going to get a turnover. The lead is out to 30, and we have the ball in our possession. TJ Warren. Draymond Green is back in. Utah with the backdoor cut, and the throwdown. 2 more. Sports editor is a troll. He is a troll. He's a Kyrie hater. Jordan Poole from the corner. That shot was off. And that was so dumb by Utah. We are a bit careless under the basket with those little touch fouls. And on that occasion, we were punished. Couldn't secure the offensive rebounding. Or the offensive rebound, which... should I say defensive rebound. Which we've actually been pretty good at today. But this time, Wiseman was there for the putback. And the and one was scored as well. So... Wiseman misses the free throw, and Draymond Green, good fight on the glass. That one's going to be out off the Warriors, though, via deflection. Alright, so we're back, and Seth Curry going to feed Royce. And I don't know what happened there. We've got a 3-second call on the Warriors, I do believe. Sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Well, you missed a lot. You probably missed the best part of Nets basketball in 3 years, mate. A 46-point first quarter that had us up by 29 at quarter time. And I don't know what the biggest deficit is, or the biggest margin is in a quarter, but that felt like heaven. If heaven was a visual, that was it. So, wow. Seth Curry hits the technical free throw after the 3-second call on the Warriors. Royce, no look to Ben. Beautiful score with the right hand. It is out to 33, the margin now. And now Wiseman under the basket scores for 2 more. So it is very clear that with this small ball lineup, they are just feeding Wiseman. And look, do you consider bringing in Day'Ron Sharpe? I don't know. Warren for 3 from the corner. That is off. I mean, I don't see why not. The lead's 31. And we're getting a bit cooked on the interior with this lineup. Pull, nice Euro, and that's 2 more for the Warriors. So their offense this quarter's been a little bit better with the bench in. Warren to Utah in the corner. That's his spot. And he is automatic. Utah, the shooter, with 3 more. And at the 9:11 mark of the quarter, the 9:07 mark now, and Wiseman just fumbled it out of play, we have literally scored 59 points already. That is crazy to me. Utah didn't even hesitate. He just knew. He just knew that he was going to knock that down. What's going on? We've got a shot clock issue. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, aside from the Toronto game, I've never seen us humiliate a team like we are doing right now. Ben, 1 more for TJ. Extra feed. Ben, hook shot is off. And TJ hit the deck on the offensive board. Warriors secure. Draymond Green pushes the pace. And now Lamb, bounce pass to Wiseman. And he scores for 2 more. So it is another bucket for Wiseman. He has been the only offense in this entire quarter for the Warriors. Utah again from 3. Same spot. I thought that was going down. And Utah wanted a foul. Wiseman is guarded by Utah in the paint. Help arrives. Wiseman is forced to dribble. And now Poole on the wing. Gonna try take on Utah. Oh my god, that's a rainbow 3. That's off by Poole. And now we push the pace again. Royce. Seth. Screen set by Ben. Curry lost the dribble. Bro, it's merely an uncontested jump shot. I don't know what the Warriors defense are doing. They were... I really don't know what that defense was. Because basically what they did was... Seth Curry had his direct man, but Ben was just allowed to set a screen, and the Warriors player that was on him wasn't even in a remote vicinity. And all Curry needed to do was use the screen, and he would have a wide 2-pointer. Simply because the guy guarding Simmons did not come up to the screen. So, I mean, if that's their solution to win this game, it's not going to work. They're not even going to get it down under 25. I don't remember the last 3 Utah missed. I mean, it's a very rare feat, especially from that left corner. Where am I from? From Australia, my friend. I mean, it didn't really take a genius to work that one out. So, I was a bit savage there, I apologise, but yeah, that's basically the gist of things. Timeout, and I mean, I just want to keep looking at the box score, man. It's an absolute sight to see. You can see Wiseman's got 10 off the bench, which is actually a pretty good return given they are stinking at the moment. He's their only guy in double figures. Jordan Poole has missed so many shots, and they're 9% from 3. We have 19 dimes. That is crazy to me. Every single player has scored, and you can see the bench already has combined for 26 points. So our bench is nearly outscoring their starting 5, or their entire team, should I say, which is just absolutely nuts. What a blowout. I mean, I did expect us to win this game, and I was already talking about it before the match, saying we win this game, we win 7 in a row, whatever. Celtics down by 16 to the Pacers. Interesting. Bucks down 20 to the Cavs. Hopefully we can gain some on the standings tonight. Well, the Cavaliers are next. The next team we've got to pick off on the way to the top. So, that Bucks-Pacers game doesn't help us. But we're in charge of our own, fortune in the next couple games. We've got both the Bucks and the Cavs, who are the next two. The 2 and the 3 seeds. So we've got to chase both of them down. And we've got to win games in order to do that. So a perfect opportunity to gain 1 game on both of those teams in the next 2 fixtures when we play both of them. So it's going to be exciting. If we can get those victories, we will really stamp our authority. And a lot of Nets fans are a bit butthurt with the lack of media coverage we're getting. And honestly, I'm happy for us to not get any media coverage. Let us cook, and no one's going to talk about us. And I'm very happy to be underrated amongst the, the NBA fan base. I'm very happy for that to happen because, we will probably perform better if the expectations put on us are less weighted. Poole just lost the ball on the backdoor cut. It went through his hands, and immediately from a timeout, the Warriors were not able to execute. And another turnover. So, well, that one also was a bit iffy by the Nets. Seth Curry trying to find Ben Simmons. Poole nearly picked it off. It was deflected out of play, though. Seth Curry. Royce, he's got an open 3. I don't know why he's forcing the pass. He knocks down another one. And Royce O'Neal has not missed a 3-pointer. It is merely shoot-around. It is merely practice. Looney rolls to the basket. Backdoor cut by Baldwin. It is in. And this Baldwin dude, I've never seen in my life. He looks a bit like Duncan Robinson and Dwight Powell. A bit of a hybrid. So now Seth Curry, going to drive on Jerome. Extra feed, Ben Simmons, the little push shot is good. And the lead is back up to 35. Keep in mind, this is basically the same scoreline at its largest when we played Toronto. It was 67-31. That was the biggest margin. Looney got an offensive rebound, tried to put it up and in, and that was off. TJ, oh! The full court lob! Oh my god. Oh, sorry, not the full court. The half court lob by TJ Warren to find Ben Simmons under the basket. Oh my god. Ben didn't even have to break stride or alter his movement. It was as clean as you like. And we've got a technical free throw. What? Kevin Durant got a technical. Oh my life. For walking onto the court. Wow, that's a new one. Oh, what a find though. That is excellent execution. And I mean, that's just really epitomizing how this game has gone for the Nets. Katie walked on the court for like a few seconds. And the referee, I mean, you're pretty much obliged to call that, or obligated to call that. So Kuminga now, as we return from play, Kuminga brings it up. He shoots and he misses the layup attempt. As he hung in the air, Claxton fouled him. It will be shots for Kuminga, and it is essentially going to be a 3-point play kind of opportunity if you consider the technical that was assessed earlier on in that possession. So 68-32, the lead was as large as 37 points. Kuminga's first free throw is off. It hits back rim. And I don't know how many points we're going to have at halftime at this rate. Currently, it's looking like we definitely could have 80 on the board. And we had this same discussion with Toronto when we were, about this same mark. At the same point in the game when we played them in that fixture, and we ended with about 75. So, hopefully I didn't, jinx it again, and we can actually eclipse 80. Seth Curry trying to shake off Looney. Unsuccessful. Gets it back. Shoots a 3, and he's off. And it will be a rebound for Kuminga. That's 2 ISO ball by Seth Curry. And now Baldwin going to feed Kuminga on the perimeter. He crosses up Clax. Moody in the corner. The 3 is good. And the lead is back down to 32. I beg, no ISO. So Royce going to take Baldwin off the dribble. The kick out to Warren in the corner. And he shoots the 2, and that's off. So a couple shots that have been fairly intriguing kind of shots. I don't know why we've shot him. Moody off the window. That's pretty. And we're going to get a timeout on... Yeah, we're going to get a timeout called by the Nets and Jacques Vaughn, and that's a smart timeout. They've gone on a cheeky 7-0 run. I mean, in the context of this game, that's pretty important, given the lead is, or was, 37 at its highest. So, wow, what a first half. And I mean, it's getting to the point where I'm probably just going to look at other games at this timeout. The Cavs are really clamping the Bucks at the moment. Wow, apart from Giannis, they are sucking terribly from the offensive end. They're doing trash. 21 of the 42 is from Giannis. And the rest of their offense is pretty abysmal. And the Cavaliers, well, 3 scorers in double figures for them, and there hasn't been a clear standout. Running an 8-man rotation. The Pacers are demolishing the Celtics with basically their entire team except Marcus Smart. Tatum's got 9 and Brown has 6. The rest of the starting lineup has no points. No points, and their bench is sort of lacking as well. Pacers scored 42 in the quarter, which I find baffling. Halliburton's got 15 and 5 already. But there's also been some other handy contributors involved in their success early in that game. Bulls up on Atlanta. The Raptors beating the Knicks. And Houston up on the Magic. That's a really entertaining game. The Minnesota Timberwolves playing Dallas and Portland playing OKC. So there are some pretty good games there to watch. We deserve this after the stress of the last 2 games. Well, if you go back to that Toronto game when the lead was this large, just remember that at the very back end of the game, it got fairly uncomfortable as they slowly inched their way back into it. Granted, the Raptors had basically their entire team. Well, they had a few absences, but the bulk of their players were there. Like, their starting 5 was pretty much all there, aside from 1 or 2 players. So... they sort of had the personnel to get back in the game. The Warriors just I mean, unless Jordan Poole is gonna like take an unsolicited substance at halftime and that enhances his game by about 1,000%, they're not gonna get the win. Sumner, the screen by Clax. Joe is back in. KD is back in, surprisingly, with an extended break. KD pulls up for two. He is doubled, and he still knocks down the baseline jumper. And we crack 70. This guy is absolutely unbelievable. Jerome, Kuminga, Looney, Moody, and Baldwin, who now shoots the three and knocks down the three. So, corner three good. Joe in the corner for three. Quick trigger, and the rim, or the net, barely moved on that three-point attempt. And we've scored 11 first half threes on 65% shooting. Crazy. Jerome, nice little floater by him over the top of Clax. KD, high screen Clax, rolls to the rim and missed the two. Got his own rebound, scored for two. So we got 3.5 minutes to play. The lead is 32. And if we can keep this above 30, I don't think KD's going to need to play more than about 5 minutes in the second half, to be honest. Jerome tries the layup through contact. It was unsuccessful. And now Looney lost the ball as he was cutting towards the rim. KD got Joe in transition. Nope, he didn't shoot the three. Surprised he didn't. Utah gets past the closeout and missed the layup. Man, Joe should have really shot that three. Sumner with the active hands. And then Clax with the block. And then Sumner with the steal. And here we go again in transition. Sumner is fouled. And it will be shots. And it took an awfully long time for the ref to make his mind up as to whether that was a foul or not. I mean, it couldn't be any clearer. Gee, Sumner hit the deck from the initial active hands and then was able to bounce right back up for the steal. But for some reason, that Sumner, or the whistle that benefited Sumner on that possession just now, is not going to be a foul on the shot. It's going to be a foul on the floor. So it will be KD receiving the ball from the inbounds on the baseline. And now KD, kick out to Sumner, down the middle, extra feed. Clax is fouled as he goes up, and it will be two more for Nicholas Claxton. So, 5 on the floor. Cam Thomas has just checked in as well, and you would suspect he's going to get some valuable minutes for his development in the second half. More so than this half, obviously, because it's nearly done. Clax makes the first free throw. It's a pity we don't actually have the like Edwards and Dayron and Duke on the bench, because they would be pretty good guys to roll out in the second half. Yeah. Just for their development, just get a few minutes into them. It's gonna be a lane violation. So Clax just missed the free throw. It looked like we were going to get the offensive board. They've called a lane violation on Kuminga, so we're going to be... Whoa, I just accidentally played the shot clock again, so we'll just wait till it reaches that mark in real time. Clax makes number 2. And we saw what happened last time. He got the benefit of that lane violation call to save him from a miss. He scored 5 free throws later. Later on. 5 free throws in a row, should I say. Wiseman scores 2 under the basket, and he has, scored all his buckets in the same way. KD trying to sizzle, And he scores over Wiseman now for 2 more. And now Wiseman... Nope, that's Kuminga, should I say. Good defense by Joe, but it's going to be a foul on him nonetheless. And it will be free throws for Kuminga. So a 34-point lead is absolutely mind-boggling. But it will be shots for Kuminga to cut the lead from 34 to 32. Really gives me vibes about that Chris Paul meme where he celebrates on a 3 after cutting the Phoenix Suns lead down to 42 or something. Alright, so the free throw is made by Kuminga and he splits the pair. And now Durant is going to get the high screen from Clax. Clax rolls to the basket. Picked up his dribble. KD going to take it off the bounce and score the one-legged, one-handed jumper falling away towards the baseline. And now Jordan Poole. Cross again. Sumner made a dribble off Jordan Poole's foot. And it will be Nets ball on the side. Jesus Christ, we are cooking. Clax. Kick out. Joe in the corner. One more for Cam. Catch and shoot 3. It's good! Oh, this is ridiculous. We've got 84.5. This is another baffling stat. There's a foul on the floor. It is on Sumner. Wiseman will shoot free throws, but the Nets have scored 21 points off turnovers, and the Warriors have scored donuts. 0. My God. The lead is 38.5, and I mean, honestly, I'm getting bored at this point. I may very much consider putting on another game. If I can have split view, I mean, I might as well. Wiseman scores free throw number 1. There's no game tonight. Warriors are so lost. I mean, yeah, what game's going on here? I mean, I sure as hell don't see a game. I think the game ended about 20 minutes ago. So you can't spell slaughter without laughter. And I mean, yeah, we're basically laughing at every Warriors expense. Oh, Kevin Durant. The cross was saucy. And he scores another 2 to get the Nets to 86. We have never scored more points in a half in the franchise's history. The last time we scored 86 was when Kyrie scored 60 against the Magic. Poole again! Sumner, bro! I've got to give the man credit. He just, for the second consecutive possession, with Poole, facilitating the offense, he forced Poole to dribble it off his foot again. And another turnover. Cam, floater, it goes down. He gets the bounce again. And we have a new record. A new record for the Nets. Scoring in a half. Wiseman knocks down a 3 from the outside. And, well, it's a 37-point lead in the first half. We've scored 88. 88.5. Can we go for 90? I thought it was going to be a pretty much an uphill climb to get to 90, but KD for 3. Yes! 91! 91.5. Kuminga, step back 3 is off. He gets his own board, but there's no time to get another shot up. And that is the half. We have scored 91 points in a half. I don't care if it's against the Warriors B team. We scored 91. And there's, you can put it down to the Warriors not knocking down their shots, but fam, 91 points. You still have to be good to score 91.5. That seems historical. That's because it is. That is the highest score for the Nets in a half in franchise history. Wow. I need to take a sip of water after that. I mean, whew. That was a spicy half. They got 51. That's not bad. Well, it's excellent news if you can hold your team to under 45. Too bad they gave away double that. Wow. 91 points in a half. I mean, this box score, I'm going to be absolutely feasting on this. Whoo! 13 three-pointers. 25 assists. 71% from the field and 68.5% from three. Wow. And then you look at the turnover count. The turnover count. The turnover count is 2. We didn't have 1 turnover in the second quarter. And then you skim up to the Warriors and you can see they're actually shooting 50% from the field, which is pretty good. Their three-point shooting's abysmal. Their assist number's pretty good, but let's move across to the turnovers. And boy, oh boy, golly gosh. 13 turnovers in a half. Good night. You are not winning games. Let alone, I mean, you're not winning games at all, let alone when you concede 91 points in a half with 13 turnovers in a half. Jesus Christ. Apparently the Suns had 107 in a half. I honestly can't believe that if that was the case. We've got the Bucks and the Cavs next. We can play slow now and restore for those next crucial games. I mean, I want to see more of this. For the Warriors, Wiseman's been excellent. I mean, you know, he shot the ball in the right areas. You know, whenever he's been on the floor, we've played small ball, and they've really exploited, you know, the mismatch on the interior. He's gone 7 of 7 from the field and scored 17, which, I mean, credit to him. That's probably a PB points-wise in a half. But, mate, the Nets, look at this, man. Oh, my goodness, bro. KD has missed 1 of his 9 shots. Royce hasn't missed. Joe has missed 1 of his 4 threes. Clax has missed 1 of his shots. And Ben has only missed 1 of his shots. The most inaccurate is TJ, shooting 2 of 6. But if you discredit TJ Warren, every single player on the Nets is shooting at above 50%. 50% or higher. I mean, do I need to say anything else? Do I need to say anything else? And I mean, Mad Bowl, you say, I would have thought this would have been a record. It didn't even feel like a record. I'm not actually surprised that there is a higher score for this, because this was the most effortless 91 points I've ever seen. It's the best half I've ever seen from a Nets squad, and this is exactly why I said, do not trade anyone until you see what the team can do at full strength. If this is what the team can do at full strength, granted we're playing very weak opposition today, but I mean, good luck. Good luck the rest of the league. Good luck. When you can bring Cam Thomas on as your 10th man and he can knock down 5 in 3 minutes. You know? I mean, everyone's got more than 5 points as well. Wow. The Nets might get 200. Well, let's not get that far-fetched. Or let's not get that irrational. I mean, we're definitely going to rest probably our entire starting unit beyond maybe the 6-minute mark of the third. And obviously the scoring may deteriorate beyond that. I'm saying maybe, because as I just said, we're bringing Cam Thomas in, he's scoring 5 points in 3 minutes. So, who knows, the offense may actually sustain itself and we could have about 160 by the end of this. But for the moment, I mean, the offense is just amazing. Settle down. Let's try 195. Mate. Honestly. I don't even know what to say. I'm already thinking about the next fixture. And my mantra is usually, we focus on the present. But, mate, I don't think we need to focus on the present anymore. Look at the starting five, bro. And Ben Simmons is 7 dimes. I mean, everyone has performed and done their job. Our C team against Indiana had 2 40-point quarters. Well, yeah, that's the crazy thing, yeah. I didn't even remember that, so that's a really good point you bring up. I mean, even if we look at it from a defensive standpoint, we said that we forced 13 turnovers to 2. So it was one thing to look after the ball, but then to get more possessions on top because of all these turnovers we're creating is why the score is so ballooned. Or has ballooned to so much. You've got 3 steals from Kevin Durant. You've got, if we're talking steals and blocks, everyone has one of those. One of which, what else have we got? I thought Edmund Sumner had more steals than that. He's got no steals. What the hell? But overall, I mean, just what a half. I mean, share your thoughts in the chat. I mean, we've already sort of sussed this one out. But this is the greatest half I think I've ever seen from a Nets team in my entire life. We are absolutely demolishing. Absolutely demolishing. I love how, media outlets are really taking the piss. Someone said, turning point in Brooklyn. Durant's tech came with Nets leading 68-31. It's been all Warriors since. Lead down to 68-38 and Jacques Vaughn calls time. I can't tell if that's sarcastic or not. But, Jesus Christ. I really would like to see if only 2K was capable of this. If you did a simulation where you could do Jacques Vaughn coached Brooklyn Nets versus Steve Nash coached Brooklyn Nets. Put them side by side, facing off against one another, and check to see who would win. Or how much would Jacques Vaughn's team win? That is a burning question. And I mean, if only you could do that in a simulation and a video game was smart enough to know what difference a coach would make. But, that is ridiculous, mate. It is just ridiculous. I don't even know why I'm putting this bullshit box score up. We want to be looking at this bad boy. So yeah, just take it in, because I don't think this is going to happen too many times this year. Wait till the AI gets more powerful. Well, best believe as soon as the AI gets more powerful, you already know I'm capitalizing on that video idea, because I think that would be an awesome idea, but I think that's well into the future. Steve Nash would never play Cam even if we couldn't score. Well, he will. 100%. And I just find it really funny. We're up 40 in the first half and Patty Mills doesn't get minutes. Whereas best believe Steve Nash is playing Patty Mills when we are down 10 away from home in the second quarter. 100%. He would... If Steve Nash was coaching right now, he would have been subbed in at the first opportunity, Patty. And look, Patty doesn't deserve hate. Patty doesn't deserve slander, but I'm just saying it how it is. And things would be a lot different if Steve Nash was coaching. I think this game would have been incredibly difficult to win if Steve Nash was coaching. We've moved the ball well, and especially our wings have made a lot of shots. Simmons very good. I mean, everyone was very good. It's a really simple way to summarize the half. But it really, you know, we've knocked down shots at a very, very high rate, but I can't really discredit the turnovers we've created. I mean, we've had 2 turnovers to 13. The opposition had 13 turnovers, 11 more turnovers than us. That is instantly 11 more possessions. And look, I think the Warriors have had a few more free throws in there. They've had how many? 10, and we've had 10. So there you go. They haven't even made a difference there. So basically, if you look at every single metric, we're winning in every single metric. There's absolutely no way they're going to bring the lead back because everything is so lopsided. I mean, given the lead, this lead, there is no way the Warriors even come back from this. With the team they've got, if you put in our 4th team, if you put in the Long Island Nets, I'm pretty sold they would be able to hold this lead as well, irrespective of how talented they are. When the ball moves without always searching ISO for KD and Kyrie, our offense looks better. We can do that only if the defense plays well. Well, yeah, a lot of transition buckets, breaking out in transition, it really adds pace to your game. And defense is the Kickstarter. And look, Kyrie isn't even playing in this game, which is the nuts thing. And I don't know how much he would have benefited. Granted, I don't think you can reach a higher ceiling than what we have in the first half. I don't think we could score more than 91 points if we tried. There have been a few shots in there which may have left a few points on the table, but still, I mean, what the hell was that? If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like and also subscribe to the show. We will be back for Nets Bucks. That is a huge, huge game. So we will be starting 15 minutes before tip as per usual. So make sure to tune in and stay notified, when the time comes. But we'll be doing that game, we'll be doing the Cavaliers, and we'll be doing the Hawks. I may not be doing the final game of December, which would be me breaking my promise. When I said I'll be doing every game in the month of December. And I mean, I failed, we'll probably fail at the final hurdle, but, it is what it is. I think the final game of the year is against Charlotte, and it is a day before the new year. So, I probably want to take a few days off, given I've done every single game in this month. So, hope you've been enjoying the streams as well. It's been a bit of a slog, but you know what? It's been good fun talking to chat and whatnot, and the community's grown gradually, which is always a welcome sign. You want to welcome that. Welcome sight, should I say. But it's been an absolute pleasure doing these. Provided some really good moments, especially, it helps when you're winning games, and the start of the year was really tumultuous, but we're finally, we identified the light at the end of the tunnel first, and we're well and truly through that tunnel now. We are experiencing, plenty of positive sunshine. I guess that's a way to put it. I don't know. But, it's just good vibes at the moment. A win today makes us, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It basically makes us win 11 of our last 12. It would be 11 of our last 12. Okay, so that 91-point effort is the 3rd best in NBA history. The 2 teams that outdid us were the Suns in the 90-91 season and the Warriors in the 18-19 season, who scored 92. We are back, though. Granted, I don't think it can get any better than that in modern basketball. KD going to drive and pull up for 2. And He wanted a foul. Clax got the offensive board. It was that bad of a miss. We got the rebound. KD, cross, bounce pass. Ben got it on the baseline again. Whew. Well, we've picked up where we left off. And Ben is going to pick up a foul. I thought it was a foul on Poole, but whatever. So we'll be a side out, going the way of the Warriors. Not too many things have gone right in this game. Play resumes, and we've got Draymond Green with the ball at the top of the key. Finds Kuminga, and he missed the layup. It was a very well executed play, apart from the ending. Now Joe lost the ball after he got past Draymond Green on the closeout. Somehow Draymond deflected it. Now the Warriors through Poole, bounce pass to Looney as he rolls, and he lost the ball. And it's going to be Warrior ball on the side. What did I say yesterday? Absolutely demolished them. Only problem is we can't handle their big or bigs. Well, granted, Wiseman never plays, so I mean, wow, Clax with another block. I mean, to be fair, we can't handle Wiseman, but they've only scored 51. Ben lost the ball on the inside. Royce nearly recovered it, but didn't actually get his hands dirty. And then Poole stood on the side. Oh! That was really smooth. Well after the whistle, just threw one up off the frame, or out of the frame. And it went in. Talk about a rainbow jumper. That was a very high arcing rainbow. Anyway. Ben Simmons, top of the key, the high screen by Clax. Now KD gets the screen set for him. Clax, extra feed. Ben open under the basket, and two more for Ben. This just keeps on getting better. And a couple days ago, I was actually looking at the a clip came up on my recommended about the Mavericks win. What's going on here? It was. Are you taking the piss? Another technical, for what? Oh my life! What the fuck is the technical for now? Let's have a look. So Ben scores the 2. Clax did nothing. I have no idea what just happened, but they got a technical free throw for no reason. And we're going to get a foul on the floor, and I don't know who that's on either. But yeah, I was looking at that game a few years ago that came up on my recommended that said, I was talking about the Mavericks win over the Hornets 127-59. Can we get to something along those lines? I mean, the win in that one was 70. We're sitting at 43 right now. Can it get any, or can it get remotely close to that? Poole, trying to take Clax off the dribble, stays with him, and now Clax with the steal! It's going to be a clear path. Has to be. It has to be a clear path. Or a take foul. One or the other. This team is better off with it. I don't even want to see that. Without Kyrie, what is this rubbish, mate? We're literally 12-3 since he came back into the starting lineup. I know you're trolling at this point, because every single game, the Kyrie hatred is plain and clear to see. Kyrie's contributions can be made by others on the team. I guarantee you no one else on the team can score 8 points in clutch situations. in which he is one of the, the best players for this season. Looney gets the offensive board and he is fouled under the basket. It will be 2 shots. Man scored 8 points in clutch situations. I think that's 3rd best in the entire league. I guarantee you Royce O'Neal is not scoring 8 points in clutch situations. He can't even score 8 points a game half the time. Looney makes free throw 1. Look, I guarantee you, if you look at the Nets players averaging whatever points, half of them don't even have 8 points a game. And Kyrie's averaging 8 in the 4th quarter. Or whatever. His damage is done when the game is on the line. I'm willing to pay big money if he can do exactly that. You know? I bet you he wants Kyrie to play for his team. Literally, no, like, I know he trolls. Is a clear troll. I don't even care. Poole is fouled on the drive. Clax will pick it up. 2 free throws for Poole. It's just... Look, I'm not going to feed it anymore. I usually don't feed it anyway, but literally the guy is not playing. The guy is not playing. We have won 9 of the last 10. No, 10 of the last 11 with him playing. So, I mean, it speaks for itself. I don't need to prove anything when the stats do it for me. It's really that simple. So, Sumner will bring it up. They just scored 2 free throws to cut it to 39. KD, cross, hesitation, 1-legged jumper is off, and he's missed a couple this quarter, which is... He's probably already missed this quarter than he did the entire first half. Clax with a good chase down block. 2nd of the quarter. Honestly, 82 games in modern basketball. Hold on. I'll look later. Oh my god. Poole's knocked down a few shots this quarter, and I did say, if Poole has a prohibited substance at halftime, then or takes a prohibited substance. Oh wow, that's off by Royce. That was badly off. I did say if that happens, that's their only chance of winning this game. And right now, well, he's knocked down a few shots. So Kuminga is off. Bit of a wedgie. Joe taps it to KD, and now we're on the break. Royce surely was fouled, and it will be 2 shots with 8 minutes to play in the 3rd. Wait, what? It's an offensive foul. God knows what for. Oh, for God's sake. Well, Royce has crashed back down to earth in this quarter. Fair to say. So now Poole, step back 3. He's missed that one. I mean, he's given full license to shoot whatever the hell he wants. That one's deflected out of play as KD was bringing it up. He's got full license to shoot 50 shots in this second half. I mean, they're not going to win the game otherwise, so you might as well just put a few up and see what happens. Sumner, cross, gets past Poole. What the hell? That's a foul? Wow. Free throws coming up for Sumner. And Warriors have arrived with a little bit of intensity in this half. We've only scored 5 points in 4.5 minutes. I mean, this time in the first quarter we had 16. So, yeah, I mean, you know, all good things can't last forever. But this has just been... You couldn't have asked for much more. You know. So Sumner makes both at the line. I don't want to jinx him, but take KD out for injury purposes. I mean, I'm fully for that. I mean, I don't know why you're playing KD up 38 in the third quarter. He shouldn't play the entirety of the last. Kaminga, kick out to Moody. 3 is good. They've knocked down a few shots in this quarter, so they're looking a bit more fluent. Sumner, hand off to Joe. KD, catch and shoot 3. That is... Oh! Bounced on the rim for about 4 times and still wasn't able to go. Pull, near turnover. He's going to get it back. Shoots a deep 3, and that is off. And we're going to get a foul. It's going the way of the Nets. Clax was held by Looney on the offensive glass, and it will be... not a side out. It will be a side out after the timeout, which has just been called. KD doesn't want to come out. That's his way. Well, yeah, 100%. He's a bit stubborn like that. He loves basketball. He would be out on the court for all 48 minutes if he got his way. But, you know, if he's going to play the entirety of the third, that's cool. If he, you know, leaves for the last quarter, then that's cool as well. So, you know, that's probably the way it's going to go, I do think. There's no real incentive to play him potentially beyond even this mark. So, yeah. But we're just going to be careful that the offense doesn't hit a wall, because it could happen. When KD's off the floor, sometimes shots don't get knocked down. But, you know, up 35, if there's a time you want to bring in your bench, it's probably now. Alrighty. I'm not going to look at the box score because this quarter's been a little bit dull. He needs rest for the Bucks game, 100%. Yeah. The Pacers were up by 28 at half-time. It is down to 19. Please, Indy, for the love of God, do not choke the lead. Tatum and Brown of 17 and 14, respectively. Cleveland are holding off Milwaukee. They've gotten an 11-point lead. Giannis got 33. And the rookie Beauchamp has 11. And Lopez has 10. That is their only 3 in double figures. Mitchell, Garland, and Allen have 17 or more. That's been a good showing by those 3. They've just got to hold them off, please. So, alrighty. Play's going to resume shortly. I'll tell you what, though, New York basketball is flying. Since the Nets became a thing, this is the first time since both teams, or the first time both teams have had a 6-game win streak at the same time. Fairly baffling. It's taken 10 years for it to happen. Joe, nice cut down the middle, good ball fake, and he scored an uncontested 2. So it looks like we're going to hit that 100 mark relatively shortly. The Warriors are 2 of 11 from the field in the quarter. We are 3 of 8. So a bit of a fall off in this third quarter with the offense, but still the lead has only been trimmed by 3. So Jordan Poole. Cross. Hand off to Moody. Going to take Clax off the dribble. And now to Kamingo, who cuts down the middle. Good burst of pace. And he scores for 2 off the window. So KD on the outside. shields the ball. High screen arrives by Clax. Had to pick up his dribble. And now we've got extra numbers. Sumner, one more to Royce in the corner. It's off. Clax nearly got the rebound. He hits the deck, and now it's a 4-5, it looks like, or 4-4. Jordan Poole in the corner, trying to shake off KD. Does unsuccessfully there. And now Kuminga on Joe. Gathers, shoots off the glass. Looney with the putback. And the lead's down to 33. So Royce has had a couple open looks and he hasn't knocked them down like he did in the first half. Royce to Sumner. And now KD. In the corner, looking for options. He's going to back down Kuminga. Lost his dribble for a moment. Foul and one! Wait, what? No foul? I thought there was a foul involved, and then Moody just lost it out of play. Bro, what are these referees looking at? That happened right in front. And I also just had a very nasty voice crack there. I'm gonna own the voice cracks. Like, the voice cracks are plain and there to see. I mean, that's just sweet though, you know. A difficult shot like that to breach 100 this early into the game. Poole, oh my god. Sumner looking like a clown after he got absolutely shaken off by Poole. Too bad Poole can't hit threes for his life this game. KD, it's off. It rattled around the rim and via fortune, Ty Jerome was on the end of the rebound. Out to Jordan Poole, who's wide open for three. That's off. And, wow, full court pass to Royce in the corner. Out to Utah. Now, Ben and KD on the outside will slow the play down. We've got a foul on Kuminga, who was a little bit anxious guarding KD on the outside, given the absolute absurdity in which he's making shots. You would sense that's probably a smart foul to give away. I mean, just the craftiness of KD. Even at the age that he currently is, I mean, when he loses pace, it's not going to matter. Because of his ability, you know, to just shot create. I mean, it really is that simple. Play resumes, and Ben with a really absurd shot attempt. That's off. Wiseman in the post, out to Jerome. And now Utah will pick him up on the outside. Switch. And now Jerome shoots the two. That's off. Wiseman tried the offensive board. Ben did a good job at the box out. Ben to the corner for Seth. And now Sumner, KD. He travelled. And it's going to be another side out. We've had 5 turnovers this quarter, and I mean, that's been part of the difference as to why the offense has sort of hit a wall. You know. Oh, Ben nearly got a steal. Wiseman was able to gather. Baldwin finds Kuminga. The help arrives by Sumner. Pass to Lamb in the other corner. Wiseman in the post. KD is the guy who receives the foul. And for what? Bro, KD can get hacked on one end and nothing happens. Where's the foul there? He barely hit the fucking ball and he's being the victim of a foul call. Or of a whistle. Mate. Wiseman makes the free throw, but that was not a foul. And KD can get hacked on one end, on the offensive side, and absolutely no whistles. It can happen right in front. Right in front. Seth Curry on the wing. Drives, tries to find KD in the opposing corner. And that was a little bit egregious, if that's the correct word. Bit overzealous. So it will be a side out for Ben Simmons. From the baseline, KD gets it from the inbounds. We've got 8 to shoot, and it will be another side out for the Nets, this time on the wing. We're going to get a timeout. I mean, the sting has been really taken out of the game. We've only scored 10 points after scoring 91 in the first half. I mean, granted, given we were up about 40 in the first half, I mean, what did you really expect? It wasn't going to last forever. But that is, well, we've got 3 minutes to play roughly. Lead sits at a comfortable 33, even though we've only scored 10 in the quarter. And you can see the figures here. I mean, the shooting's gone down. We haven't hit a 3 in the quarter. We've only gone to the line twice. And you can see KD's only scored 2 points. Every single starter in double figures, that's a welcome sight. And Sumner's also got 10 off the bench. I mean, you give the bench minutes. We could easily see every single player get minutes, score in double figures. Crazy. The assist number's gone down, obviously, to go with the amount of scoring that's gone down. The Warriors still shooting it poorly. Jordan Poole's missed 10 of his 11 threes. He's taken 17 shots and he hasn't even got the top score. I mean, that efficiency is absolutely abysmal. And Kuminga's 1 of 9 as well. So things have just not gone their way today. And what can you do? But Warriors will win this. Well, I mean, I like your optimism, but I don't like the chances. The Bucks are down on the Cavs still, which is good. Please, Cavaliers, get up. And the Pacers are up 16 on Boston. Please do not let that lead go away. Please. I beg. Around the grounds, the Knicks, their win streak is in jeopardy. They are up 2. Granted, they've actually outscored Toronto by 12 this quarter. So they fought back pretty well. Siakam is carrying their ass right now. He's got 31 in the third. And for the Knicks, RJ Barrett is leading with 23. And Brunson, only the 5 points, but the 9 dimes. The 9 dimes. The 9 dimes, Randall's got 18 as well. So, man, fair play to the Knicks. They are flying. Fair play. And it's really good to see that the rivalry is well and truly alive. We've got a foul on the floor. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to show your support. Like and subscribe if you're new. We'll be back for Nets Bucks and then Nets Cavaliers in the next 2 games, and then it'll be the Hawks, and that'll be it for the that'll be it for the year, I do believe. Seth Curry with both, and we're in the final 3 minutes. So Lamb on the outside. Basically, the benches are in. Why is KD still in the game? Lamb gonna drive. Turnover created. Utah just saved it right as it was falling out of play. It was a bit messy. Sumner takes it very early in the shot clock and sometimes goes too fast for his own liking. Turnover, and Jerome with the high arcing floater. Man, Sumner, that was just way too rapid. The ball just got away from him. KD. Faces up. Shoots over Lamb. And missed the 2. Kuminga going to bring it up. And now Baldwin back to Kuminga. The switch. And Seth Curry picked his pocket. Curry got the 3. Let's go. 36-point lead. TJ and Patty getting ready to check in alongside Morris. Baldwin for 3, and he knocks down the 3. He's been alright, that Baldwin guy. Seth Curry to Ben. KD. Behind the back. Somehow got through. Kick out of Sumner. Wide open for 3. And that is well off. Wiseman with the rebound. Jerome to Baldwin again for 3. And he is automatic at the moment. This random Baldwin dude. I can't imagine Flight is going to be too impressed with this loss. KD is fouled. Oh, come on. A backcourt violation when he's clearly getting hacked, bro. KD's going to go to the bench, up 30. Sumner and Simmons as well. Bro, KD gets one of the shittest whistles in the entire league. No, KD's still in the game. Wow. It'll be Kuminga inbounding it to Lamb. So we've got the Lamb-Curry matchup. Seth Curry wins it. And it will be net ball. So we've got Anthony Lamb versus Seth Curry. Lamb-Curry. I mean, I didn't use that matchup. I didn't use that joke. That was Iron Eagle's joke. I will very clearly own up to that. Seth Curry, the switch. KD now guarded by Baldwin on the perimeter. Durant, good move. And he missed it. He's missed quite a few shots in this third quarter. Granted, he doesn't really need to make them. Jerome knocks down a 3. And they've knocked down quite a few shots in the back end of this quarter. 9-0 run to close this quarter. And Seth Curry will bring it up. So, Curry on an island. Cross gets past Baldwin. Kick out. Mills as the shot clock expires. Yes! And that's the third quarter. And you would suspect the starters are done. It should be over for them. And now it's time for the bench to show out. The lead is 30 and at halftime it was 40. So the Warriors trimmed the deficit, but you know, they've got a long way to go. What a lucky Nets team to be beating the Warriors without Curry and Wiggins and Clay. I'm very interested for the return matchup. I will say that, Andrew. I will say that. I think it's going to be a good game if or once Curry, Clay, and Wiggins are back at full health. But obviously, you can only play what's presented in front of you. And look, I mean, if we're playing a team without those 3 and we win, then I'm going to say we won. It's that simple. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to work that out. If you win the game, you win. Wow. But, yeah, sure, you can have players out, but what am I supposed to do about that? All I can say is we're beating what's in front of us, and we needed to do this. We couldn't leave wins to be desired, especially if we're playing teams like this. Opposition is like that. Curry's that good, so it's the truth. Oh, I know Curry is goated. And he's an absolute handful to deal with. But hey, all I can say is I'm excited for when we actually play you guys. I wanted to play a full strength Golden State or close to. That would have been the dream because I really want to see how our team copes with good opposition. But unfortunately, we're going to just have to wait a little bit longer. Wiggins would make it really hard on the Nets. Well, he would guard KD. And I would say Klay Thompson is probably guarding Kyrie. That's probably my best bet. And then maybe DiVincenzo would guard him when Kyrie stays in with the bench unit. But hey, as I said, games like this, the Nets have to get the job done. And right now, we're thoroughly destroying. As was expected, we're going to beat the Bucks. Well, I mean, it's going to be a really good sign if we can do that. Patty Mills for 3! It's going to be a really good sign if we can beat the Bucks. That'll be more proven. What on earth is Seth Curry doing on defense? Every single time, he always fouls shooters when they're picking up their dribble. Why did the Warriors not sit Green out and just do this to him? I mean, yeah, they probably should have sat him out. Like, what was the point? Really? So, Seth Curry. And now Utah doing a little bit of distribution. Seth Curry on the wing. Jab step. Dribble package. Seth Curry. Kick out to Morris for 3. That's off. And Patty Mills is definitely not getting an offensive rebound. So he leaves that for the Warriors to bring up. Baldwin, no hesitation. Got it! Bro, what the fuck? The lead is down to 25, but who is this Baldwin guy, bro? He's absolutely nailing three-pointers, and I really want to see this, actually. You can see the Warriors that Baldwin has not missed. In 12 minutes, 14 points. They should have had him in the first half. 14 to Jerome and 19 to Wiseman. Their bench has been significantly better than their starters. You know, the 3 best scorers for the Warriors are all off the bench. Their shooting's got much better in the third and the start of the last. KD is 1 of 8 in the second half. So that's something. That said, he's still shooting above 50% from the field, which is crazy. Really speaks volumes about how well he was shooting the ball in the first half. I mean, the shooting's pretty good off the bench. Patty Mills with 6 now. Shooting overall's really sustained itself for the most part, but it's so typical. So typical for the Nets to give bench players their best game of the year. Baldwin, guaranteed he's never scored 14 points in a game. Best believe the Nets will give you that. James Wiseman hasn't scored more than 20 in a game this year, I reckon. Maybe once or twice. But you already know it's going to happen again. Who else off the bench has scored points? Ty Jerome. Best believe Ty Jerome hasn't scored more than 20 in weeks. Best believe we're going to give him that. So, I mean, fair play to the Warriors. They've cut the lead by 15 since the halftime break. So we've got to be a little bit conscious of any late comeback. We should be winning this game convincingly. You see, Vaughn should have taken KD out in the third. Probably. Look, I don't I'm a bit scared. I'm a bit scared. And look, I don't think the Warriors are going to be able to cut a 25-point deficit in the last 11 minutes, but I don't want it to get remotely close to a comeback. Play resumes through Paddy Mills, who will bring the ball up here. And Seth Curry's now got it on the outside to Warren in the post. Backs down Jerome. And an offensive foul. As if, fam. Bro, this should be an opportunity for you to play good defense and whatnot. Amazingly, Cam is not getting minutes. Wiseman nearly lost his dribble. Takes Morris off. Oh my god. As if, man. Wiseman foul and 1. What the fuck is Morris doing? Bro, I can't be asked if this lead goes down. It is now a 22-point game. Oh, for God's sake, man. They haven't even... Seth Curry, left wide open for 2 and he knocks it down. Pretty regulation, so... Now Baldwin, no hesitation. Again! Bro, who is this guy? He scored 17 in one half. Mills drives and turned it over. Jerome. Oh my god, he nearly converted. Bro, what is going on here? Now you're going to have to keep KD in to keep him from coming back. Well, bro, this Baldwin guy, I've never ever acknowledged this guy as an NBA player in my life. I'm pretty sure he's a two-way player. And he scored 17 in one half without a 3-point miss. And he's taken about 5 of them. He is feeling it. Jerome to the corner. Why is Moody wide open? It's under 20, the margin. And they have gone on a 15-2 run in a minute and a half. Warren for 3 wide open is good. I'm in that much of a discombobulated mess that I can't even speak. And now Anthony Lamb sent that to someone that's about 13 feet tall. That one goes outside. Or goes, outside, what am I talking about? Outside the sideline. Out of bounds. Net ball. And we haven't really, created any turnovers or forced any turnovers in this second half. That's been a part of the reason why the Warriors have been able to get back into it. Because of their sensible play. And Morris knocks down a 3 from top of the key. And that makes things a little bit more comfy. A couple threes. Gets the lead back up from 18 to 23. And that is that PJ. I don't even know who that is. PJ. Patrick Baldwin. I think that's his name. Yeah, he is Patrick Baldwin for before today. Patrick Baldwin had not scored more than 11 points. He's got 17, fam. Like, bro, come on. This guy is just on something different. And I said Jordan Poole may be taking a prohibited substance if they're going to get back in this game. Well, turns out this Baldwin guy, I don't know what he was doing in the change rooms at halftime, but bro, Jesus Christ. This guy is on something different. If he's shooting this well, he should be getting a few more minutes, you would think. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to show your support and subscribe if you're new. We'll be back in a few days for Nets Bucks. He will be on the Lakers after the All-Star break. Who's this? Baldwin. Honestly, the Lakers need anyone they can get. Oh, what a nickname. Patrick Baldwin, his nickname is PBJ. Peanut Butter and Jelly. Should I call him that for the rest of the stream? Potentially. Let me have a look. Yeah, I don't even know. He got drafted in the first round. I don't know if it was for the Warriors. I think it was for the Warriors. Yeah, he got picked up at 28. So, wow. This is a really weird game because it feels like that they could potentially like just trim this lead to something that promotes a little bit of anxiety, but I mean, I don't know. Strange things happen in the NBA, and Patrick Baldwin scoring 17 is one of them. He shoots again, and he finally missed it. He airballed it. I mean, that was a heat check, but the fact that he shot that, fair play. Warren to Clax, and now Patty Mills going to get freed up off a couple screens. Mid-range pull-up is good. And Patty Mills has not missed since he came onto the court. Now Jerome to Lamb. Gets past Morris. Clax is in the game. Morris with a strong rebound. So we're playing a pretty tall lineup here with Clax at the 5, Morris at the 4, Warren at the 3. So a fair bit of switchability. Seth Curry to the bench. Warren going to drive on Wiseman. Get past and get the roll. Lamb. Oh, no. Okay, it's going to be a foul. And it would have been a continuation if he got it to go. Unfortunately, it bounced off. And it will be 2 shots for Lamb. The show is one of my favourites to watch on YouTube covering Nets games. I don't even think there's anything remotely of this sort for Nets games that's especially specialised for Nets games. I don't think. Okay. 1 or 2 from the line is Lamb. Yeah, I don't think there's any other kind of shows. Let me know if there's any other things that do content on this subject, the same kind. Mills is feeling it! Did a spin cycle whilst dribbling it, and then just pulled up for 3 like it was nothing and scored over the top of Wiseman. Mills has scored 11 points in 5 minutes. Then he got absolutely discarded, and the extra feed by Jerome was good to Wiseman. So, 127.99. Mills. Warren. Drive. Scoops it up and in for 2. And that's a 30-point lead. I watched a couple of games that I didn't do. Well, yeah, there's always going to be like stuff out there that you can watch, depending on who's playing and whatnot. But a lot of the... oh! Jesus Christ. Warren nearly got pickpocketed there. Royce O'Neal to Warren. We'll slow the play down a bit. Yeah, I don't think... oh, Clax doesn't get the angle right, and that's off. Yeah, I mean, obviously I can't do every game, but I feel like the ones that have bigger teams are the ones that get done more often. Baldwin off the glass is no good. But yeah, the games like Nets Pistons, Nets Hornets, Nets Hawks, like those games aren't really covered at all. So, you know, it's all about being a service for the people. Mills, oh, what a scoop! Bro, what is going on? We're going to time out. Patty Mills has scored 13 in the quarter. And who said before that Patty Mills is going to be him in the last quarter? I'm trying to see who it was. I need to see here, because... Where is it? Yeah, Dark Shadow, mate. You said Paddy Masterclass incoming before he entered the game. And you have played that into existence. He's got 13 in the last quarter. In half a quarter. So, I mean, the luxury you're living when you can just be like Patty Mills. Come into the game and score some buckets after not playing the entire game. There's others that cover Nets games regularly, but you're strictly Nets games, yeah. I mean, I didn't expect anyone else to do it as, you know, full on and religious as I'm doing it, but looks like a point's going to get taken away for some unforsaken reason. But, yeah, no, look. The Nets are a pretty hot topic, and it's just about, you know, League Pass is somewhat expensive these days, and, you know, the cost of living is up, so you can't afford to pay a subscription, especially if you're abroad and whatnot, and there's not many other ways you can get it done, so it's about bringing the coverage to the people and sort of relaying information and adding to the experience. We're going to get a foul on the floor. I do believe Wiseman's going to shoot a couple. He's probably been their brightest spot today. I think he scored in the 20s and has been overall a bright spot in what has really been a tough game for the Warriors today. 9 players in double figures. I mean, that's something I can't recall ever happening with a Nets squad. We've got 5:40 something to play. Mr. Whammy is still going with his antics, and he missed both! And I don't know if there's any, I don't think by the looks there were any free French fries on offer, which is a bit of a shame for the Nets faithful, but, you know, regardless, I think the win is definitely something. Warren, that push shot is short. And then Warren read the pass and created a turnover. So Sumner to Morris, who is going to shoot a step back 3. Oh my god! It is absolute party time. When it got down to 18, I was a little bit, you know, uncomfortable in my seat, but the lead is blown out to 35 now, almost where it began at the half, and Baldwin is, well, he's crashed back down to earth. He misses a three-pointer. Morris again! Yes! Oh my god, is Katie still in? No, he hasn't been in the entire second, or the entire last quarter. We have hit 21 threes on 64%. That is an unheard of number. Moody with a huge dunk. But bro, when Morris and Mills are shooting three-pointers at a high rate and converting, whew, good luck. So, Cam, is he going to do a little bit of shake and bake? Nope. He finds the cutting Sumner for 2 more. Can we get 150? 139 for the Nets. Mills read it and excellently had the nous and the composure to stay in. And oh my god, Sumner with the blow-by. And he was hit on the way up, so it will be 2 shots for him. But Mills with the excellent composure to... Look, if he didn't realign himself, he would have stood out of play when he got the steal. But he was just able to reposition himself within the bounds of the playing area. And, you know, we were well on our way for another offensive possession. Sumner makes both. The lead is out to 40. And amazingly enough, the Warriors, who got it down to 18 at about the 7-minute mark, it is now back out to where it was at halftime. Lamb chases up the rebound, shoots a 3. That's off. Cam with the rebound. And Cam will bring it up. Sumner. Pull up 2 is good. I mean, this is just a joke at this point, isn't it? 143. Can we break the record? I don't know. Oh. Baldwin is sore. He is on the deck. He got back up. Moody, nice spin move to get to the cup. And he flips it up for 2. Alrighty, so Cam gets it up past halfway. Cam dribbled it off his foot. And now it is a 4-on-2 the Warriors' way. Sumner does well to intercept or delay the offensive possession for the Warriors, but they get it anyway. And now Cam will get it into Mills, and we close in on the final 120 seconds of the game. Curry's laughing because the Warriors would be winning. Well, we will never know. Morris is short on the 2. Granted, I don't think any team in the NBA will beat us if we can play like this. It's not going to happen very often, but if we can play like this once in a while, it would do great things for my mental health and well-being. Wiseman, good spin. Missed the 2. Good fight on the glass by Rollins. I think that's the guy that's in the game now. And it will be Warrior ball after we were trying to fight for the loose ball. We have had 42 assists in the game. Bro. And the better assist mark, which has been 43 and 44, were done in the 80s and 90s. Wow. Bro, I live 20 minutes from the Barclays Center, only been to 3 Nets games in my life. Well, either 2 things are happening. Well, first I'm going to comment and say if I was that close, I would be going to as many games as humanly possible. But the second thing is the Nets must have sky-high prices because, you know, yeah, if you're that close, you should be going to plenty of Nets games and getting your daily dose of basketball. Cam Thomas is off on the shot. You beat a G League Warriors team. Come on now. Look. Oh, wow. Wiseman with a huge dunk. And look, obviously it's not going to have any impact on the game given it's 34 points the deficit. You beat a G League Warriors team. Yeah. I'm not really... Oh, God, Paddy, that was a bit shithouse. Look, obviously I'm not going to disregard the fact that we beat a team that is heavily depleted, but I said before the game, good teams get the job done. It's really that simple. You lock up their good players, and that is it. And if you're able to do that, then shit. Baldwin with a 3-pointer. Oh my God, what the hell am I saying at this point? But good teams just get the job done and do what they have to do. And as I said, you can only verse the team or the personnel that's put in front of you. And we had a team that we needed to basically make, you know, we had to deal with them. Like, it was really that simple. There was no excuses on it. You know, and we've done exactly that. 143 points against any team is good. You know, so look, I'm obviously gonna say that. Oh, that's a nice fade away on the baseline by James Wiseman, but this one will be done, and the final margin is 32. But yeah, as I said, you can only play who you've got to verse in front of you. So complacency was not needed, and intensity from the start is exactly what we needed. And credit to us, out the gate, we were unbelievably good. Actually, Jacques Vaughan called a timeout early. You know, a couple defensive possessions were shithouse, and he was like, well, we need to fix this up. And we did that. We were up 29 at quarter time, and, you know, we just looked up from there. I mean, the Warriors came back by about... got it down to 18 in the last early on, but, you know, the lead never got any closer than that, and we really put the hammer down. Bucks lost and Celtics losing. We're coming for third. Well, unfortunately, the Cavaliers finished or beat the Bucks, and they're in third. So we're not going to get any closer to that third seed, but the second and, you know, first seeds, it gets a little bit more condensed at the top, which is a good sign. That is win number 7 on the year, or on this win streak, and we're 11 from 12, which is, I mean, wow. We won, I think, 14 of 15 when, you know, James Harden was here. So this is borderline reaching that, and I think the sky's the limit. The Celtics have not lost yet. Do not count your chickens this early. The Knicks also have their win streak in jeopardy. They're only up 1 on Toronto. But the Pacers are up 5 on the Celtics. The Celtics nearly have pulled off one of the unlikeliest of upsets. But, you know, that one is not over yet. There's 9 seconds to play, and the lead is... Well, the Celtics have got it, and it looks like... I don't know what's going on, but there's 9 seconds left. And a timeout's happened. What's Pascal done in this game? And we'll probably hang around for that as well. Siakam's got 45, man. Bro, what is Scotty Barnes doing? What is he doing? He's 1 of 10 from the field, bro. Talk about a sophomore year fall off. I mean, he has fallen off bad. While I just watch the end of the game, let's have a look at the box score for this one. And you will see the shooting. Look how absurd that shooting is. 64% from the field, 63% from 3 after we made 21 3-pointers, 42 assists, which is probably the most baffling number of them all. And you can see 9 players in double figures, and KD's the high man with 23. So the distribution of scoring was excellent. Everyone shot the ball well. Everyone shot the ball at 50% or higher. I mean, you didn't have one player that did shithouse. Patty scored 13 in the last. Utah and Morris. I mean, Morris even scored 9 in the last. So, you know, a very pleasant sight to see. I'm not going to look into turnovers or whatever. We basically saw the damage that was done at halftime with the turnover disparity and whatnot. You know, where, you know, the Warriors had 13 turnovers to 2. I mean, they were already conceding so many points at such a high clip. They couldn't afford to turn the ball over with, you know, all those shots we were knocking down. And then, you know, 11 extra possessions. Oh my God. So in the Boston game, they just called a foul on the floor, but Tatum has picked up his dribble at about the same time and launched a three-pointer that went down, so it's not going to count. And if he scored that, it would have been a 4-point play. It's a smart foul to give. Tatum, ball fake. Oh, it's off. The putback is off, and it looks like the game's over. 0.3 to go, and the Celtics will be losers in this game. But overall, I mean, it was good for us because we had no one that played more than 30 minutes. I mean, in essence, it was a good rest for quite a few of our players. Sumner played 27 minutes and, you know, off the bench, that was our equal second highest. So, you know, fair play, man. Oh, mate, you already know the NBC Boston broadcasters are going to be really triggered that this one wasn't counted. But yeah, look, it's been a, you know, it's been a pretty decent day for the Nets if we're talking our result and how we got the victory. If you look at other games, and you know what that does to the standings, the Raptors are up by 4. So I think we're going to hop over to that game really quickly and then we'll wrap things up. I do want to just see the ending of that game though, because I think it's a little bit intriguing. All the Bulls and the Hawks, who have been in overtime situations this year already, it is tied in their game as well. So I think we're going to look at that one first, and then look at the Toronto Knicks game, which is in the final 90 seconds. 4 seconds, and it is DeRozan on the baseline. He airballed it. Oh, Dosunmu! The putback is good! And the Bulls win it at the Horn. Oh my god. Chicago right at the end. I mean, that was an excellent defensive play by, I don't know who it was guarding DeRozan. But Dosunmu, right place, right time, scored off the window with merely milliseconds to spare. Yep, with 0.2 we got it off. So the Bulls win at the Horn. And that is one game which has blown my mind with regards to its ending. And now we move across to Toronto, New York. And this is the last game I just want to see the ending to. And someone's on the floor. I think Hernan Gomez took a shot. No, it's Van Vliet. I don't know what's going on, but right now, I mean, the game's not over. There's 40-something seconds left, and or 30-something, and the Raptors are in pole position. So it will be free throws for Van Vliet. There was a foul, and I would assume they're in the bonus, so the lead is 5. And the Raptors should have this one in their hands. I mean, this is theirs to lose at this point. 107-102. Van Vliet's got 27. Van Vliet makes both. It's an 8-point or 6-point lead, and it'd take a miracle to get the job done now. If you're a Nick. Brunson, Randall. Oh! Big dunk for 2. And now Siakam. Gonna bring it up. And we got another foul on Randall. And Randall's very upset at the fashion in which. But, 25 seconds to play. The Knicks do not have a timeout remaining. And they are, well, they're pretty much cooked, you would say. But if we talk about it from a Nets perspective today, I'm also going to take a look at the standings as well. And we'll be able to really hone in on what the situation is with regards to the standings. The top 4 is split by 2.5 games. We are a game and a half back from Cleveland in the 3 seed, and then Boston are a half game ahead in the 2 seed, and then the Bucks are a half game away from... Well, they're a half game away from the 2 seed, so it's very congested up there. And if we beat the Bucks and the Cavs, we potentially could be sitting in the 3rd seed or the 2 seed going into the new year. You just never know. Siakam, I mean, no one's fouling him, and they are done. There you go. They just committed a foul and won the Knicks. This one's going to be done. The Raptors are going to win, and the Knicks win streak is going to be over. But overall, as I've just said, huge win by us. We needed to get the job done. The next stream will be against the Bucks and then the Cavaliers, and then we'll do the Hawks to close out the year, which should be good fun. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support as always. It was an excellent win, a game in which we scored 91 in the first half. That was the 3rd best mark in NBA history. So we should be riding the wave into the next couple of games, which are really going to test us. But I think it's going to do us the world of good to really see how we match up against this good opposition. Anyway, that'll do it. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day. And we will see you in a couple days for probably one of the biggest games in a while. Thank you.